Fort Smith's Kenny Hudson has hunted bison around the community for decades. He recently looked at the Boone and Crockett Club's trophy hunting record book, and something didn't sit right. The #1 bison skull on record was killed in 1925 during a cull by a Yellowstone Park ranger. The #2 skull came from a hunting camp near Fort Smith in 1961.
I was kind of interested in it back 20 years ago, but it just came around again in my mind, and I thought I'll look into it because I'm retired now and got all kinds of time in the world to cause trouble. It bothered me that a head game warden in that park had the #1 registered. It's like he went out and killed it. And it actually was killed in a cull of animals in that ranch type operation.
Hudson questions whether the Yellowstone skull should qualify based on Boone and Crockett's fair chase standards, which say the animal must be hunted ethically and without an unfair advantage. Hudson argues that the ranger could have had an unfair advantage over the bison and that the animals didn't have a chance to escape because rangers were rounding up bison to kill them for population control.
I'd have to pull the file and look at everything that was, that might have transpired during the processing of that. But at the time, they would have determined that it had met all the conditions of fair chase for that entry period.
Lair says their fair chase rules have evolved over the years, and the club didn't require formal affidavits until decades after both animals were recorded. Hudson says he'd like to see the record corrected if it turns out to be wrong, but added that most local hunters in the region hunt for food and aren't chasing trophies. Carla Ulrich, CBC News, Fort Smith.